It's time to learn English. English with Language Hub.
Now, these days, when you go to a real shop, do you prefer to pay by cash or by plastic? What do we call one of these? Now, I'm sure you already know, but let's hear what the people of London call it.
It's a credit card.
Credit card. Credit card. Credit card.
Credit card.
A credit card. Now, the word credit ends in the sound t, doesn't it? Or does it? Watch and listen again. What sound can you actually hear?
It's a credit card.
Credit card. Credit card. Credit card.
Credit card.
What is assimilation? In very, very simple terms, assimilation is when one sound changes so that it's easier to connect or it's easier to pronounce the sound that's after it. Quite often what happens with assimilation is it's the first sound that changes. I'll give you an example. Let's take the sentence, is that clear? Notice that I'm not saying, is that clear? Is that clear? I'm not really pronouncing that T. Listen to how I pronounce it quickly. Is that clear? Is that clear? So notice I'm changing that T into more of a K sound. I'm pronouncing it back here. This is assimilation.
Practice pronouncing
K.
and
G.
sounds.
Before we start practicing any sounds, let's just stretch those mouth muscles and wake up that tongue. After all, you wouldn't do normal exercise without stretching out first. Ready? Waggle that tongue. Now push it round the inside of your mouth. Great! Now open your mouth as wide as you can. Actually, if you make the sounds with your eyes closed, it helps you feel exactly where you block and release the airflow. K. G. Notice how the sounds take your tongue from the front of your mouth to the back. Like this. P. B. D, K, G. Say them with me. Here we go. P, B, T, D, K, G.
There are 2 pronunciation mistakes in the song. Can you find them?
Consists of few syllables is called a dissyllable. A word that consists of 3 syllables is called a trisyllable. A word that consists of several, usually more than 3 syllables, is called a polysyllable. It is always necessary to remember that one English sound can consist of 2 or 3 letters. Never count the silent vowel letters to get the correct syllable. There are some differences between sound syllabification and letter 1. We usually do not divide 2 different consonant letters into different syllables if they have one sound. But we do divide 2 identical consonant letters into different syllables if they have one sound.
Count and say the number of syllables in the following words. Here we have one syllable because there is one vowel sound. Banana has 3 vowels, therefore there are 3 syllables. Helicopter has 4 vowels. So it has 4 syllables. There are 2 syllables. This word is called a dissyllable. Here we have 3 syllables. Community has 4 syllables and it is called a polysyllable. There are 2 syllables because there are 2 vowel letters. This word is a monosyllable because there is only one vowel sound. Try to define the Russian equivalent of the given English word. Then check your guess and remember the word.
New. Not existing before, recently made, invented, introduced, etc. New. Old. Having lived or existed for many years. Old. List. A series of names, items, figures, etc., especially when they are written or printed. List. Exercise. A short piece of work that you do to practice something you are learning, or a set of questions in a book that tests your knowledge or practices a skill. Exercise. Again. One more time. Again. Bold. Printed words or letters in a dark type and very noticeable to the eye. Bold. Job. The regular work that a person does to earn money. Job. Gist. The most important pieces of information about something, or general information without details. Gist. Email. The system for using computers to send messages over the Internet. Email. Pair. Two things of the same type, especially when they are used or worn together. Pair.
Replace the picture with the appropriate English word.
Speak. Ask.
Say. Chat. Talk.
Speak.
Answer.
Homonyms are words that sound the same but are spelt differently. They may be different parts of speech and may have different meanings. Whose? Whose? Its. Its.
Your. Your. There. There.
There. Read the examples from the emails. Find the verbs. Look at the verbs' contractions. What are the full forms of these verbs? Read the dialogue. Then ask your own questions. Use the picture.
Yes, he is. He's from Paris. No, he isn't. He's a student.
Yes, he is. He's from London. No, he isn't. He's a teacher.
Yes, she is. She's from Moscow. No, she isn't. She's a designer.
Yes, she is. She's from Tokyo. No, she isn't. She's a computer programmer.
Answer the questions. Use the picture.
Is William from Canada? Is he a teacher? Is Emma from Sweden? Is she a computer programmer? Is Vivian from Brazil? Is she a student? Is Pedro from Spain? Is he a designer?
Listen, repeat and remember.
Green, black, red, brown, blue, white, gray, yellow, pink, orange, violet, purple.
The two colors, violet and purple, are often confused. In fact, even noted artists such as Johannes Vermeer couldn't always tell the difference between the two. But what is the difference, really? The two colors are related but have some key differences. So, purple is more reddish and saturated, while violet is more bluish and less saturated. There are various shades of purple and violet, and the following picture shows some of the more common ones. Give short answers to the questions.
Is it green? Yes, it is. Is it yellow? No, it isn't. Is it white? No, it isn't. Is it red? Yes, it is. Is it brown? Yes, it is. Is it grey? No, it isn't.
Match the words in the box with the colors. It depends on a variety of factors. For instance, your motivation. If you have a gun held to your head, I bet you'll learn very quickly. The level of English you wish to acquire. Not everyone needs or wants to be fluent in a second language. Someone who wants to use English on holiday does not need the same level of English as someone who needs it for business purposes. People vary in abilities, motivation, and readiness to learn. As a result, some people are happy after 1 to 3 years, whilst others might take 4 years, 10 years, or a lifetime. You can't give accurate time frames for learning.